Alright, so welcome back, everybody. So for this video, I'm going to show you guys something that is really cool about this game. So, first of all, I wanted to talk about how amazing Life of the Amazonia is. This game is not only breathtakingly beautiful, but the components are amazing. The gameplay is amazing. There's just so much to love about this game. You've got these boats, which if you watched my video of how to assemble the boats, you saw the boats. They're amazing and they're functional. They're your discard pile for all of the coins that you get. You put those coins into your discard boat pile, and then you get to dump them into the bag when your bag is empty, because it's a bag building game. It is amazing. It's just spectacular, and that's why this is my currently my fourth favorite game in the world. Now, if you're like me, you pretty much wanted to get every single little thing that this game had to offer. But there was one thing about this game, one thing that many of us had an issue with, and that was the wooden waterfall. So if you're like me, you decided to get the wooden waterfall. And you probably broke the wooden waterfall trying to assemble it. So here's the wooden waterfall in all its glory, at least part of it, and it completely broke in assembly. Completely. And I'm not the only one that had this problem. I know there's a lot of others that had this issue with the wooden waterfall, where it just completely broke, right? Completely useless. Something about it just made it impossible to assemble. So there's that. That's the biggest beef that we had with the game. Now we have this cardboard version, which, honestly isn't that bad. It's not super hard to put together, and in order to fit it into the box, you do have to disassemble it every time and assemble it. But it's not too difficult to assemble. It only takes a couple of minutes, for me anyway, to fully assemble. And it's nice as it is, right? But it is cardboard. And as you put this together and disassemble it, since it's cardboard, it means it's going to eventually start to wear and tear. And I've done this about a dozen times now, and already can tell it's starting to deteriorate a little bit as I put it together. So, this isn't going to last forever. So then what do we do? Just use it as a flat board? Because, no one wants to do that, because this is stunning as is. So, there is obviously a better version. But remember, many of us had that problem with the wooden waterfall. It broke in assembly. So, I don't know if everybody else did this, but I put an order in for new parts. Told them my issues with the wooden waterfall, why it wouldn't be put together and all that stuff, and they took my consideration into, effect. They took my consideration and tried to give me a better version, a better assembly, basically, better copy, better parts for the waterfall to help me put it together so it wouldn't break this time. So I eventually got that wooden waterfall, and voila, I now have a wooden waterfall completely assembled. Now, it was still sort of a pain to put together, and it doesn't sound nice as you try to put it together. But yes, now I have a wooden waterfall. It's quite beautiful, for sure. Very awesome. Now, you can never unassemble this, ever. You can never do that. That means this will never fit in your box, which means if you're the type of board gamer to take board games with you, you're either going to have to bring this in a separate container or bag or whatever, or you'll just have to only use this for when you play board games at home or something, because this might still have to be what I have to use to bring it with me to board game day and stuff like that. But regardless, I'll always have this. This will stay in good condition for years to come, because it is wood and it is very beautiful. So now you guys have seen it. If you have a wooden waterfall that was not assembled right, as in it broke, then you might want to go to Bad Comic Games and see if you can get some replacement parts and put it together, because they sent me replacement parts free of charge. It didn't cost me anything to, get these parts that I was missing. Because obviously they did send me a few parts that I needed, because here's the old part of the old version. I didn't get replacement for everything. I just got replacements for the stuff that broke. So I still, for instance, I still had to use these pieces, for instance, the waterfall part going down. I still had to use the older version, and you can tell it didn't quite 100% go on, but it's good enough that it'll stay together. And I would very much prefer not to push it any further than I have, because I did see a small tiny crack that's almost naked to the it's almost virtually impossible to see with the naked eye. Almost. You can just barely see there's a crack somewhere on here. So I'm not pushing it any further. This is phenomenal as is. So if you guys liked this video, don't forget to leave me a like and consider subscribing if you haven't subscribed yet. And, that's what it looks like all put together. And hopefully I'm not the only one who has a beautiful looking wooden waterfall all assembled nicely like I do. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys again next time.